Hey guys, so like I said earlier in the other of my video, Doris Ogala never rest. So this woman not dey rest. I did tell you revelation na water. Make una just watch this video. This video is detailed. When I mean detailed, she did not leave any detail unturned. Okay, she gave it to Chris back to back, like everything that you need to know about Chris and Doris Ogala and several other revelations. Pastor Jeremiah, a lot of persons, like she came out this time and poured out her mind. Okay, all the allegations and everything, both allegations, both truth and everything is poured out in this video. All right, I won't bore you guys with much of my talk. I want you guys to watch this video, listen to this video to the end. You're going to hear and you're going to learn a lot. Okay, so if by now, like I used to always beg you guys, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please help me to subscribe. Okay, especially if you are a new timer here. Okay, if you're just coming across my channel for the first time, just type first timer in the comment section. Let me know, please. And don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that if any gist drops like this, you're gonna get notified. Okay, and if you are my regular subscriber, as always, I'm grateful, guys. You guys as a reason, you are the reason why I always come out here to drop all the celebrity gist and all. So I love you guys and thank you, and God bless you all. Merry Xmas and a prosperous new year in advance. Please take your time to listen to this video. You'll just be amazed at what this woman is capable of saying and all. So see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Chris is a who should know. He works with, I'm telling you, I'm not lying. It's verifiable. He's the person in charge of that case. It's all Maka. He works with NCCC. They say it's Interpol that came to arrest him. Chris used his account to collect money from fraudsters. Church account. He paid $60,000. When they paid the money, the people agreed 10% with Chris Okafor. When the money landed, Chris became greedy and collaborated the money for himself. The people got angry and went to report to police, Interpol. When they reported to Interpol invited him. The panic is understatement. He locked the door. They come, please call your girl. They are downstairs in the church. They want to embarrass me. Call your girl. I had to call people I know to help intervene and stop the arrest that he was going to come. That was how they stopped.
So that was how that case died?
No.
So what you're saying is that Chris is what Yahoo boy they call these people? No, you got another name where Yahoo boy. Azaman.
Who's really living for after all the atrocities that we have committed? Me and him. I'm not saying it in the place of love. That is the misunderstanding. Everybody's saying, oh, move on. It's not about love for me. It's about pain. I was the confusion that Jeremiah said he sent to their midst. Because one time Jeremiah came out and said, I have sent confusion in their midst. I was the confusion. So I was listening to everybody.
So you've been the Holy Spirit and now you're also confusion.
Yes. He gave me 10 million. Remaining 35 million. They said I should take 15 million and leave 20 million. I said, we had that argument. They said, they paid 15 million to me through the brother.
So this is how they used to be sharing our tithe money.
DSS, they should go to that church and open that altar. Open his altar. I won't say further than that. When they were building that place collapsed. But apart from somebody there's a blogger that found something on the ground. This man was begging, called me, said, what do I give to this blogger to close his mouth? The DSS should go and open that altar. I know what I'm saying. That's all I will say.
The church altar.
The church altar where he used to stand, that pulpit, should keep it up and open it.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
My name is Kel Armstrong. I'm calling you from the Truth podcast.
Okay, podcast.
Yes. Good afternoon, sir. I'm sorry to disturb your afternoon. We have Doris Ogala in our studio, and as you all know, this is Truth podcast, and here we don't sugarcoat the truth. We tell it as it is, no matter whose ox is God. And with me in the studio today is Doris Ogala. She doesn't need an introduction. She's first already a superstar in the Nollywood industry. But recently, we've seen some of her videos where she lamented bitterly about some of the atrocities she has faced in the hands of one dear prophet. And today she's live with us in the studio to tell us the whole story. We want to understand the background, everything, and of course, ask some very important questions. Doris, you're welcome.
Thank you.
I know you're stressed, and anyone who's been through what you've been through in the last few days will, of course, feel the way you're feeling now. See, you're feeling sad, but I need you to be excited. I need you to show us that strength so that we will be able to understand your story. Okay. And this is Truth podcast, so whatever you're telling us today, please do not hold anything back.
Okay.
And the essence of doing this is because it may be saving someone else out there. So, without wasting much of your time and the time of our audience, please go straight to the point. Tell us what exactly is happening. What did Chris, our dear apostle or prophet Chris Okafor, do to you? What is happening?
You see, when you call,
And I want you to please start from the beginning.
yes, I will. When you call Chris prophet, it's an insult to God. And what is happening today? I think now I can believe that God answers prayer. When I was small, and this is my truth, I used to pray to God. When I see these pastors on pulpits, especially TB Joshua, when I know that my father used to watch TB Joshua so much. When I see them preaching, one day, before my dad died, I was watching TV, we carry her place on TV. And I went inside the room and I prayed. And I said, God, give me power to expose these people. I'll go to their altar and challenge them and expose them. I prayed that prayer. I'm not lying. This prayer I prayed years back when I was younger. Now, going forward to Chris Okafor, you see, it's something I am not ashamed to talk about. Not because I am proud of what I did, but because I have nothing again to lose. I lost the most important person in my life, my younger brother, the most handsome man. I don't know, maybe I can show you who I'm talking about so that you understand where my anger is coming from. In the whole wide world, there's nobody handsome like my brother, both Igbo, white, black. God created that boy. When you say God created someone in his image, that is not my brother, from head to toe, feet, everything intact. I lost that boy. There's nothing anybody will tell me now. Nobody is ready to stop me. I don't know why anybody will want to stop me. Will he bring back my brother? No. I'm trying to get his picture so that maybe we can be on the same page. You understand me and what I'm talking about. That's the boy I lost. This is the boy I lost. I lost my brother this year. I lost him this year for nothing. This is the boy. This is who I lost. So when I talk, people say, you want money, you want him to pay you. You said he must marry you. Who is he leaving me for? Well, of course, yes. Who is he leaving me for after all the atrocity that we have committed? Me and him. I'm not saying it in the place of love. That is the misunderstanding. Everybody's saying, oh, move on. It's not about love for me. It's about pain. It's about pain that this man caused me for no reason. Now, I will shed light into what happened. I met Chris Okafor 2017. I was just 23 years. God started blessing me early. I bought my first car at the age of 18 years. I bought Murano. I went to Cotonou, bought the car with my money, brought it to Nigeria. So it's not like the man bought it for me. No. I was doing well for myself. Very well. A young girl at that age. Before 2017. I bought that car 2000 and how many years? It's been a long time. I bought car. Now, what happened? I went to police for CID for a case. In that first CID, I saw Chris. Chris was coming. I went there with my colleague, Choma Okoye. So as Chris, people were saying, who is this man? He's very handsome. As he was coming, he was walking on the road. Me, I was also walking on the road, like we're coming opposite each other. And then he would have met, like, I'll call it hypnotism at first sight, not love at first sight. Because what happened to me that day? People might call it love at first sight. No, it was hypnotism. We met. His master has now rushed to move me away from him. He now grabbed me by my hand and entered his car. And then gave me his number. I said, I'll call you. I left. Few hours later, in fact, it was even my colleague that said, I know this man who is the big man of God. I was like, oh, really? But in fact, when she was playing that, then I was already gone in love with the guy. Or hypnotized by him, because it's not love. Now it's beginning to make sense to me. Now the whole thing is clearing. 2 hours later, a few hours later, I got a text. Hi. I said, who is this? I said, Chris. Well, my colleague didn't really remember his name. Said, yes, that's his name, Chris. Then he now called and asked me, when am I coming to Lagos? I told him. And he said, okay. When I get to Lagos, I should call him. I got back to Lagos. This was around December. This was around December. But towards the end of December. In fact, when I got back to Lagos, the day he invited me was on 31st of December. 2017. Because they were doing crossover night. He invited me to an address in Ojudubega. I went to the place and it became a church. Honestly, when I was going, I didn't think that he was going to invite me in his church. I was thinking he was going to probably a house or somewhere private, because I was already all over in love. Oh, I don't know. Like, for me, I wanted him and he also wanted me. Choma, if Choma Okoye would be true, because we're quarreling now, Choma would tell you that I was hypnotized. Like, I was, at some point, my colleague was looking at me like this. When I go to his church, it was his pastor, Pastor Sylvester, who came down to receive me. They were just closed from the crossover night. And he took me up to his office. He looked at me, then he says he liked me. That he's a pastor. He's been divorced. And he will tell me what the wife did to him later. But he's going to travel for Christmas. This January. That January that I should... am I traveling? I said yes. I said, okay, we'll meet in the East. I traveled. I'll get to this. When I narrate this part, I'll give you a number. You will call my national president to confirm what I just said. Then we'll continue. It was at that point when I got to the East. My national president. No. I think he invited me to the village, yes. My national president, I think he went with me. Yes, he did. Went to his village.
This national president of what?
Actors Guild of Nigeria, Emeka Rulers. He went, no, not that first one that he went to. That 2017, I went alone. I went to see him, introduce me to his mother. Now I can put it. I saw his mother. That was the first day we kissed, so I went alone. I remember now vividly. We ate, introduced me to his mother, to his children, and all that. His village is in one place in Anambra. You go from Oki down inside. So when we finished, he was a little bit late, getting late. He sent his driver, Emeka is the name of his driver. Emeka drove his helos with some policemen who now drove behind me to see me off, so to a safe place. That was it. Then when he came back, we started. We were just love cats, love birds. This guy will call me to come to the church. There's no way he doesn't sleep with me. There's one guy, Obum. I come that time, Obum will receive me. I'll go to his bedroom. We'll start from doors, start kissing. That's how we'll start making love. That's how glued we were together. Yes. And when we take me inside, we'll do it everywhere. His daughters, I used to wear uniform with daughters. I think I will show you. Although the wife reached out to me and said she doesn't want the daughter on social media, and I apologize, but there's no way I will tell the story and without, how will I tell the story or make you guys believe to show you that I even wear uniforms with the daughter. This is the first daughter.
Is the daughter of Chris
Okafo. The one who ran away from the house and went to her mother because of her father's atrocities. Yes, it was too much. This is the first daughter. This is the one. This is how much I used to buy gifts. They love me. She too gave me gifts too. And she started doing lip gloss or something. The mom, that's like guiding her. So she started producing lip gloss. So she gave me one as gift. So what am I trying to say? He has all his daughters. What do you want that is Abino, right? Not like I'm yabbing about. That's what I want to describe her. None of them loved me. We were family. His son, he has a son that looks much like him. We were family. Now, I will come, Chris would is either we're in the house, or you take me to Marriott's Hotel in Lagos, or there's another house that he had. Now, according to him, he said someone has taken that. He said the house is keeping it for one politician. That sometimes Obum will take me to that house. We would make love. One of my sister, Winner lives in that place. My sister, Winner. They used to know now. My people, because they live there. When I come, they always know when I go to see. Even Sese will tell me that man is a Gaiman pastor. He used to come to my father's shrine to do juju. Yeah, I didn't just stop it. I was head over this guy. I was in love. For me, I was in love. At the end of the day, we started dating for so many years. Now, 2019. I had this guy I knew, 2012. I met in Dubai, my ex-husband. Now, we were supposed to marry, but it didn't work. Like, he's toxic. Then I stopped having feelings. That was when I now met Chris, 2017. Then, 2019, this guy resurfaced again. And, it was pressure. He wanted to marry me. My ex-husband, like I say, is obsessed with me. Why I say he is, because he still talks to me now. He's obsessed. So it's somebody I would call it love. Like maybe it's love for him because he's really like that with me. He insisted that he wants to marry me. He was pressuring everywhere, calling my mother, every member of my family, and all that. At that time, I already was head over Chris, so I didn't have feelings for him. But pressure, our family, my mom said, okay, marry him. He bought a car for me actually. Because he was in South Africa, he bought a car for me. When he came back to Nigeria, I remember that night. He came to me and said, he wants us to marry as fast as possible. He doesn't want to waste time. And I told him, listen, not like I don't like you, but I don't have feelings for you. If I marry you, it will not work. You know it. He said, I should forgive him for all the beatings he did that made me lose feelings, all the things that happened. That in that marriage, we'll find love. That the love will grow. That's exactly what he used. I told Chris later, and I called Chris. I said, look at what's going on, Chris said, I have most of the chats where he said, I'm hurting him. I don't know if I can find it, but let me check. Even said, I'm hurting him.
Don't worry, you can just send us the chat.
Yeah, I'll send you, then you can post them as I'm talking, yes. Yep. So, but later, I told him that at this point there's pressure. He said he wasn't ready, that I should wait for him. I said, I had to marry. Eventually, I married the guy. I don't want to talk. People say, you left your husband for Chris. You don't want to know what I went through in that marriage. Trust me. I think I'm going to play one video. At least this one is faster. Where my ex beat me up. This was the video I sent to Chris and he said I should leave the house. This is the video I sent to Chris. This is my ex-husband's compound in the village. This is the video I sent to Chris. This just came and slapped me. My eyes, blood gushed out of my nose. That was the video I sent to Chris. I should go. So I was in a very toxic marriage. I was not happy. Chris became my only confidant. Everything about that marriage is what my experience in my marriage is something I don't want to talk about. And the only person I was talking to was Chris. And Chris took advantage of it. I don't know why women are coming to judge me. So many women go through this same thing. When your husband is treating you bad, you look for someone you talk to. If the person is a good person, the person will want to reconcile or talk to your husband. But Chris didn't do that. Rather, he kept condemning my husband. And most times he would tell me, because I wasn't having sex with my ex-husband, which was more reason why he was beating me. I didn't have feelings. To have sex with me, to turn to rape. That's what I would use because he would force it and do it. And that's why when he got someone pregnant, I didn't blame him. Because I was depriving him of that. And then Chris took advantage of it. Chris doesn't even want me to have sex with my own ex. Though I wasn't having feelings, he doesn't even want me to.
While you were not having sex with your husband, were you having sex with Chris?
No, I never had sex with Chris while I was married. I stopped having sex with Chris. So, but what I was doing with Chris, which I don't want to show this because at this point I don't care. To show you how I don't care, how God wants to use me, I was going to show you my chat with Chris where I sent him my breast where he said I should touch. If people would say, she's ashamed, which is girl should be ashamed, why is she saying this? But I have to say it the way it is. This was what happened. People do worse in their marriages. Is it because I'm speaking my own? This guy will call me, say I should show him my breast. I should make a video and send to him. I'll do that. He'll call me on video call and say, remove it. Bro, I think I was under hypnosis because I don't think with my right senses I would do this. I would have shown it to you where he would tell me to touch myself. I would do it. He had control over me. I didn't know what I was doing. My life I was rolling around in my life. Then, that was one of the days my ex-husband now beats me terribly. He said, you know what? Move out of the house. Come, I'll marry you.
Chris told you that?
Yes. That was when I sent him this video. He said, come out. I'll marry you. Bought me tickets. Flew me out of the house. The next day. When I left, the car my ex-husband bought for me, I returned it to him. I did not carry any of my properties, my clothes. I did not carry anything. I only took my weapons in a school bag and I left. Because the day my ex-husband slept, I looked at him and I said, you know that this marriage is over. And he knew it was over this time. So I left. And I went to Chris that day. As I landed Lagos, he kept me in Marriott Hotel. That was where we now meet. Stayed there for 4 days, then I traveled to Abuja. So that's what happened. Then it was that period that one guy, Profex, started calling him out on social media, on Facebook. I saw it and I asked him, what's this? You know, so I will show you this. It was there that he now said it was his ex-wife. I want to show you this particular chat. That was where he now said it was his ex-wife that was doing it. So he said, okay, this one is my chat with Jeremiah before yesterday. I'm trying to see, I sent it to someone. That's why I'm thinking it was going to be very fast.
You can just tell the story then. You send us all the chats.
I'll send you all the chats. So, when I saw it, I said, what's this? I didn't get because the professor was actually calling him out for having an affair.
With another woman.
Another woman. I think someone was calling him out, said they had an affair with him. He said, no, I should not believe it. It was his ex-wife. And he asked me to get close to Profex. He asked me to get close to Profex, and I got close to Profex. I spoke to Profex, told him my Igbo name, you know, on phone and all that, to find out what more he had on him. So when I Profex got talking, I found out I didn't have much on Chris Okafor. So I went back and I told Chris. 1 week later, started calling other pastors out. For 5 or 6, but Jeremiah Omotofufe.
You said his name is Profex.
Profex. One South African blackmailer. He called himself a blogger, not a blogger. I'm going to get to him too, because he collected money eventually, and I have the proof. So, and he might say, "Oh, I'm playing along." No, that's not playing along. Just like you told me a story. You said the pastor gave you money through your foundation, and you brought it out and shared it to your foundation. He wanted to bribe you, but he was not able to bribe you. He didn't stop talking, right? So if you were doing the right thing, if they bribe you, at least you would tell the people this is what is going on. He didn't say it until I started exposing you. So that's another story. Let me not digress. Now, they came. Chris called me. Andrew, I'm his girlfriend. Put me on 3-way with Prophet Jeremiah. And they started pleading with me. Chris said, this is his friend. That this guy is calling them out. I should find out what. Then the story Prophet was.
Which Jeremiah?
Prophet Jeremiah Omotofufe.
Papa J.
The story that Prophet was calling him out for was not the testimony case, no. It was the story of a program he went for. One lady, first of all, it's a program of one lady called Comfort. Man got the lady pregnant. I don't know how true that is because prophets can't lie. And it was when I got closer to prophet that I know what the things he does. So it was the case Confess called Jeremiah out first was one Comfort. The girl is late now. So, and it was not Ruth Matthew's case, no. It was Comfort and one case that he went abroad and also somebody died. That was the case he was calling Prophet Jeremiah out for. So when they told me to get closer to him and find out what he knows, Chris pleaded with me. In fact, I can remember the way they were saying, my dear, my please. I gave them condition that before I was going to get involved in this, because this might get messy. That 3-week call that I had with Prophet Jeremiah, that was when they were pleading that I should go after prophets. So I insisted that I gave them a condition that they have to involve the police, involve just the police and my lawyer, so he can guide me on the part I was about to do if I was going against the law. Which they did eventually. They paid my lawyer, they involved my lawyer and paid his fee, legal fee, involved their own lawyer, paid his own legal fee and all that. So I had the guidance of the lawyer and also involved Interpol. I went to the Interpol, I wrote statements. I also went to EFCC in Benin. I wrote statements. So the lawyers were guiding me, on what to do most times. Now, at the place I want to bring in this topic, because I have a witness, which is my national president. Before this one, before getting me involved in this Ruth Matthew, prophets, calling them out and all that, before I got involved in that, one of the Decembers, during the time before I even got married, I think this was around 20, can't remember, but right before I got married, so Chris invited me to his village. Then I went with my national president. I was the one who took my national president and Mommy Chimu there. So in case he's claiming that I was lying, these are my witnesses. As a matter of fact, let me give you my national president's number. He's fully aware of the relationship between me and Chris. At least he didn't know that we were dating, but he knew that I've taken him to the village. So if I can go to Chris' village, that means I am very close to him. So I'm like, can you take this number?
Okay, my phone.
Call him now. I'm sure you would ask him direct question.
Yeah, let us verify this one. Live on camera. So the person I'm calling is
Mr. Emeka Rolas, the former national president. They just left a few weeks ago as the national president of Actors Guild of Nigeria.
Okay, so just visit.
Did he ring at all?
It's ringing now. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
My name is Kel Armstrong Amobi. I'm calling you from the Car Truth podcast.
Okay, yes.
Yes, good afternoon, sir. I'm sorry to disturb your afternoon. We have Doris Ogala in our studio, and there's something she said about Chris. You've been aware of her relationship with Chris Okafor, and we said we should call you to confirm if this is correct.
I said I took him to the village.
What exactly did she say?
She said she took you to Chris' village. And in fact, you're on speaker currently, sir. So she's here, and she said she took you to Chris' village.
She's not aware that I'm dating Chris, but he has followed me to Chris' village.
Okay.
Yes.
So I want to confirm if it is true that you have followed her to Chris' village. This will give credibility to her story.
Of course, yes. Myself and Madam Chimo, we were at Chris' village in Umumse.
Okay.
What else did she say?
Okay, no, she didn't say any other thing. I just want to ask one more question, please.
I asked you for my idea, so what else? What other question? Go ahead.
Okay. So this one is a personal question. It's not like she said something. I want to ask if was it ever in your knowledge that she's dating Chris Okafor?
Why should that be in my knowledge? What should be in my knowledge to have inquired and answered? And taking me there, we didn't go there for crusade. We didn't go there for crusade. We didn't go there for anything. So what else could happen between him and the lady? Are you there?
Yes.
Why you really throwing that question to me? After that question, I've already told you our version. Do you understand?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I answered that yes, we were in that village. And what I am saying that I need also to be put out there is that I don't want to be pushed further.
It's
I
all
am
right.
standing right now as Doris witnesses in a lot of things. You see, everybody doesn't behave the same. Okay? I want to say something. She might have chosen her personal way of venting her spleen or trying to heal from something she knows, only her knows. Let no other person come out and begin to take her to be the worst person on earth. I have been opportune to be president of the Actors Guild for 8 good years, and I have very private information to a lot of people who parade themselves as whited sepulchre, who can pretend in the public while behind they do worse things than what they are accusing her of. She and whoever she's mentioning have their issue, and every human being has the right of doing what he or she feels to do to calm herself or himself down. Just like I should have asked me this question and I've answered you directly, that I've been in that village, that I didn't mention a third person who was in that village before. I think that satisfies your curiosity.
Yes, thank you so much for your time, sir. We appreciate it. Thank you.
I believe this answers it, that I wasn't lying.
Yes.
He even mentioned the name of the village, Umunse.
And also the name of another witness.
Mommy Chimu. I took both of them there. It was my papa, my boyfriend.
So just to confirm something,
yeah.
You've been saying that you took them to Chris' village. Do you mean you took them to Chris's house in the village?
Yes.
Great.
His house in the village.
Okay.
Where his mother, his father, because usually Chris doesn't travel during Christmas. He wants to do that his crossover night. So he travels January. So it's around January that he goes to their village. So most times he wants to see me because I'm also in the East. So one of those days that like, okay, president, but my president was around, I said, let's go and see Doctor. I didn't even know that he knew him before. My national president knew him before. In fact, that's why I said I want to speak to him before I say this. It was my national president and Chinyere Winifred that did damage control of that one-hand woman. Yes.
They staged the woman they used to stage.
Yes, they were the ones that did the damage control. In fact, they were the ones Chris was begging to help call some people to stop. I didn't know that he knew Chris before I took. It was when I took them there, thinking I was bringing stars to my boyfriend.
You didn't know that they already had a relationship?
Him, yes. They didn't even mention. It was later I got to find that I hear this part. Because it was Chris that told me. Chris was badmouthing my national president, insulting him, saying my national president is a beggar and all that. I was close to Chris to a point where Chris will be talking to his church member and he will have another phone, his earpiece. I will be hearing their conversations.
Sorry, just to take you back a little so that we'll be sure we understand everything. What was the part? What exactly did the national president and Chinyere Winifred do? What kind of damage control?
You know, this kind of, because Chris told me. It was Chris that told me. In fact, one of the recordings, I'm going to look for it, where he was saying it, is that it was that Emeka and put my president on the phone. Let him hear this part so that he will answer me.
Are you sure it's proper to call him again?
Okay, leave him. So he said he said that it was Chinyere, and one of the times where we were having issues, him and Chinyere Winifred. He said it was Chinyere and Emeka who they wanted to use that matter to be extorting money from him. The one-hand old man that said it was Pastor Ezezebo who deceived him and sent that lady to him, knowing fully well that the lady has been used by other people.
So there is change arranged.
I don't know. This was what he told me. I have it already.
This person will use and then...
I don't know who is Ezezebo, but he mentioned. In fact, as a matter of fact, he sent me the Pastor Ezezebo's Facebook page. And I should give it to bloggers to drag him.
Oh, to pay him back?
Yes.
For putting him on the hot seat?
Yes. So he said it was the people who have find people that were able to, remove the scandals, people that posted it, they will go and meet them to bring it down and all that. And let me tell you, let me go back to Chris. You see here.
Now, just before you jump, you were talking about, you said Chris used to put earphone on one ear while talking with the prophet. That is where you were before I drew you back.
Well, they used to do that. I used to put AirPod and be talking to his church members.